Here we go.
I don't think it's that easy.
Sunglitters versus
people
Guzu.
are exaggerating a lot.
Can
because
Guzu
it's
get
comfortable
back
to blame
his
another build.
confidence? Let's find out.
Yeah, I also do that in Dota every time. If I don't
Grubby
like
and
something, I just
Dendi
go
are in the
with combo and
background
blame it.
voices, in case you're curious.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
sad you have no teammates here to blame. Unbelievable. What is this game doing to us?
I know, right? You know, Dendi, I was watching a Sunglitters
414
upload,
MMR for
and
Sunglitters.
there was someone in comments that
She's a
said,
little bit behind.
I don't know why anyone would watch one-man Dota. I've never heard RTS referred to as a one-man Dota. That felt so backwards to me.
Okay, sounds pretty cool. So yeah, I like this one-man Dota game. It's a lot of fun. It's been a blast. I love it so much.
Speedrun Dota.
No regrets joining, overwhelmed with stress?
No, I only had stress when you were coaching me. That's it.
Sorry.
No more stress.
Oh no!
At least Guzu looks like he's opened up his base a little bit more, but he still leaves it quite closed here. I don't feel like you need to leave it this closed. Because your rifles can only move like one at a time.
And,
is it like...
Go ahead.
No, I'm already watching inside the game. I see again power rifle on Guzu side and Footies on Sunglitters side.
Yeah, he's like a self-professed, definitely only gonna play Pala Rifle. He made that decision a while ago, and he doesn't want to like deviate from that anymore. It was too much to practice different builds for him. I also think it says something about someone. Like it's a type of.
That is the grubby
person.
training. Orc players.
Okay.
Screwing
Never mind.
Guzu over?
Let's stop talking.
On goal?
Let's stop
right.
talking about Pala Rifle.
There's 6
Sunglitters
peons in the
is
gold mine
doing
here
A
from
build.
Guzu.
Hashtag build. She asked me one night for some
he's realized
cheese
now.
strategies, and she is doing that. She's going
Oh, that
to
was
try
Sunglitters,
and
sorry.
do
They're
a
both playing
double
human.
Racks, mass footman all in with just 6 peasants on wood. She had 6 peasants on gold for a bit.
This could
She's
actually
currently
work.
forgetting a farm,
I mean, you
but if
gotta
she
try,
gets it
right?
And she floods many
You get
footmen
defend.
and rushes early.
Guzu
this could
might
be
not be
very,
able to-
very strong. She didn't just want to do Griffin
This is
rush.
interesting.
She
I'm
didn't
glad
wanna
she's doing
figure
something
out
like
an
this.
expansion or anything. She knows that she is down on MMR and she wants to give herself the best chance.
Just make sure she got
There's the
farms
farm.
coming in.
What do
That's
you
it. So she can keep building.
From what I heard,
Guzu hasn't scouted
human
yet.
versus human,
Oh,
it's like,
there goes the peasant.
human who is not
You can
playing
see
power
Guzu
rifle
panicking
have
there.
very,
He
like,
pulled the
good
2
chances.
militia back. He didn't need to
Right.
do that, by the way. He's still got a lot
Yeah,
more of that
exactly.
creep count to do.
Because of shield upgrade on footmans. I don't know if it's like skilled early in this strategy usually or not with mass footmans.
Yeah, you're totally right. She should do it now because she's supply blocked and she has the money for defense upgrade. It
Get
just so
defend
happens
going.
that when I sent her the build, I didn't give all the different branches of strategies. Like if you're against rifle, get defend. If like this, do that. Because I was
If she
super
doesn't get
fried. I
defend,
was
she's going to be
sleeping at,
pretty
like 5
screwed.
AM that day. I just sent her a couple of cheese and I had no juice for anything more. She should be getting defend upgrade.
Oh,
She
yeah. We
knows
really
it's
need
Pala
her to
Rifle,
get
but her
defend.
macro
Otherwise,
is
this is
flagging
going to
a
not
little bit.
work.
So you giving 5 AM cheat strategies to
Any-
participants. I see.
Any
Okay.
participant that messaged me for strats, I answered. You just happen to be really self-sufficient.
Cheat and
my
type in her
strategies are
chat.
like- I
No, I
do
guess
what
I
do,
won't
you know,
try to
some random
influence
things.
anything.
And then I watch some video of people
You can do
reviewing
it,
my
though.
game and saying, "Oh, look, he's."
I'm sure
doing
other
that
people will be
wrong,
doing
he's
it.
done this wrong. I'm like, okay. I was watching you commentating our game with Ahmpy, and you're like, "Oh, he built 4 farms and then going expo. Oh, 5 farms and then going not expos, tier 2, sorry."
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, so I need 3 farms now. If I'm going tier 2. That's how I learn.
Yeah, it's so cool actually when you get deeper into RTS and you suddenly detect a pattern where if someone has 4 farm, it means they're expanding. If they're 3, it means they're teching. It's not a golden rule, right? Someone
not
could
golden
do
rule.
this to trick the enemy. Oh, you think 4 farms means expo? Then I won't. So I was.
This is
assuming
why I
you
think
were
I upset a
playing
lot
at
of
this
people
level
in 1
because,
versus 1 because
you
I'll
know,
just
I
play
have
whatever
high
I want,
regard of
build
you,
whatever I want, and then people
I
think, oh, that
naturally
means
think
he's
about that
straight
because,
teching, or that
you know,
means he's taking
that's where I'm
expand. No,
thinking,
not
and sometimes I
necessarily.
forget what it's
I
like
just
in
do
low
whatever the hell I
MMR.
want.
I see it.
And it
Do you see
confuses
what's
them.
going on? Look, so many footies.
Has she got
It's
defend yet?
insane. I think Guzu is giga surprised.
Yep.
She needs
She's
more
starting to kill
farms,
some
needs to
peasants.
keep those
She's
footmen
currently target
pumping,
firing
otherwise
a farm
Guzu should
while being attacked.
pretty much clean this up.
Retargeting now on
There's
Rifleman.
no
There's
defend
a
yet.
lot of footmen here. Might get the first kill. There's a Holy Light. It was level 1 Holy Light.
Footmen still have good
She's gonna try to get the
attack against
rifle.
rifles.
What?
Oh no! Oh, that's rough.
Wow.
What happened?
Wow. That is so unlucky for Sunglitters, honestly, because she was doing a once-in-a-lifetime strategy. I've never seen this.
To be fair, she could still do that again, and I think Guzu might still fall for it.
What?
And we are back with what I assume is the first games. It's the previous one, most likely doesn't count, but we will find out.
And you have to break through
Who really won in that disconnect,
After all
huh?
the peasants have died, it gets easier. But once you
Have
have to break
Grubby
through,
never seen footies counter to
not a
rifles?
problem, but the militia potentially are. So
I'm
that's where
pretty
the
sure
big
he
problem
probably
is gonna
has. Dragon.
And it's interesting if Guzu
No, you're not too late, Balador.
Use his militia a lot because, for example, for me it was very hard to get to the point where I'm using my militia a lot. At first I would use like 2-3 of them, even if I'm getting attacked. When
So Sunglitters at the bottom right again, is she?
Now I'm ready
No.
to use, like,
Okay,
all
so
militia
that's going to be a bit
force.
confusing
I'm
for you.
not looking at lumber,
Guzu's now at the
I
bottom
lumber, I
right.
can use all
The
my
blue
militia, I don't
human.
care.
Oh,
Where I
yeah,
think that
yeah,
was
exactly.
Sunglitters before.
So
So they like swapping colours and positions. Our footman the way.
He's probably mostly fighting
Yes.
with that,
A
right?
proper
Like
level
Mercenary
3
or somewhere
fast
or
archmage
whatever.
footman defense
So
should
this
definitely beat
strategy
rifles
might
off.
catch
You don't
you
see
off
like the
guard.
top human players
Yeah,
typically going paladin
true.
rifles. Because it's
And-
just a
and
bit
you're
too
kind of
slow.
hesitant to use them too much,
That's the
militia,
problem with it.
because it's going to cost you lumber.
It
which
might
will
work
cost you
against
tech
undead,
time,
though,
Blood mage,
at the highest
long
levels.
rifle, blacksmith upgrade. So there's a strong incentive not to use them, but you somehow kind of want to scale it against the need. So the stronger attack that's coming, the more you should be willing to use militia to save yourself, right?
Yep.
Let's
yep,
pause these because we don't need those at the
Like
moment.
the idea usually against militia
Until
is
we
that
do.
you poke the militia and then you trying to kite it back, so we waste time, right? Like,
Yes.
So damage economy, like lumber whatsoever, like, and after they come back, you go again. Like that's usually the idea, but when I play against it, my brain goes off, and I just fight militia to death.
How are you trying to sell the idea that your brain turns off when you talk about Warcraft 3? Like, I feel like you understand so much of it. Like, how do you figure out these concepts even? Like, engage militia, then back off. The longer you make it last, the better it is.
I don't know, just naturally this come to my mind, like that. That's it, like this. A lot of things from Dota actually transition in Warcraft 3. A lot
Dota?
of things. For example, attack is the best defense. If I'm pressuring my enemy, he's not pressuring me. Like, I can just dance around near his base. It's
Here
like
come the
same
militia.
in Dota, for example, if you're fighting in Dota, you want to fight next to enemy territory or
Rifleman
enemy
just A
objectives.
move
Why?
so you can hit
Because
the
if you
troll.
lose a
He's
fight,
trying to attack the
there
sea
is
giant, so it's
long
not
for
attacking.
him
There you
to
go.
come to your objectives.
Yep.
Like, you need to run
Little
the
things
entire
like that.
map to your
You just
objectives.
gotta. Oh,
And same logic here.
he's actually
Like,
saved it
if you
this
fight
time.
next to enemy,
He almost always loses a
base,
militia that way.
Even if you're losing a fight.
Sunglitters
like, you
is
still
already
have
creeping that
chances,
orange
because
camp.
If you fight next to your base,
She's
if
not
you lose a
messing
fight,
around.
it's GG, right?
Yeah, it's super interesting. I discovered the same
Can
thing
I go
in
full
Heroes
screen?
of the
Yes, I
Storm.
can. Thank
Like,
you for
even
letting
though
me know.
you're
Just
fighting
yeah,
near
just
the
let me
enemy
know.
base means they have slightly more minions, and in RTS they have slightly more reinforcements. So it feels riskier, and you're incentivized instinctively to go back home because you're scared, because you're maybe weaker. But by, like you said, by taking up space near the enemy base, any victory immediately gets you building kills. Whereas any victory by them, well, they have to walk across the map, minus 40 seconds.
Yeah, another thing that I discovered in like last week is that actually how economy works. Against what race it's good to hit workers or wisps or whatever, in what situations. Not very deep, but at least I start to understand it better. That if I'm exchanging my footman for one wisp, in some situations it might be actually very good. And then I never see it that way. For me, wisp is a peasant. You know?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, and I have footman that I built. It's costs 2 population, 130 gold, so I don't want to exchange it for this. But now I look at this differently, but I just still lack knowledge.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, especially Night Elf units for some period of time, they cost a lot of lumber. Like Night Elf units cost more lumber than for every other race. Oh, we got a creep jack here. Sunglitters is going to come in with a level 2.6
big.
Archmage. She's not letting Paladin
This is
get level up.
huge. She does have some injured footmen though that are going to get picked off and give experience to the paladin.
Her attack timing is a
Go
little
for
bit
the
different.
peasants
For creeps,
if
a
you
little bit
can.
different. She's
I would
starting to
go
unload
walk the
damage on
footman ahead.
rifleman.
Go for the peasants.
She also followed one of the tips that I tried
Oh well,
to coach
at
her
least
in,
you're
which
still
is
the
called
experience. Is
exaggerate.
that level 3 archmage? That
By-
will be.
If you have a lot of money because your macro is failing because you're a new player, just fill up those barrackses with loads of units, and she did that. She just had 6 footmen in production.
Yeah, I told you she
She's
could double
now
barrack
level
again. She
3
can totally do
with
it
Pendant
again.
of Energy, Water Elemental level 2. She's got something like 8 footmen with more coming in. Guzu has 3 riflemen.
He's
and
got
they're
them
hurt.
stacked up.
If she can go on the tower and kill it before he comes
This
back,
is huge.
this could
Level 2
actually
water
be a
elementals.
win.
Let's go.
She's upgrading defense. Dendi.
Oh my gosh! Just got to wait 30 seconds for that
Straight for
defense
the
to kick
tower.
in.
Need to keep pumping those footmans in second barrack.
She doesn't care about the tower. But honestly, getting the peasant kills is just going to build up her experience as well,
like
so that's
this
good
attack
and less
timing is
militia.
even
So
better than the
she
first
doesn't even
one,
have too
even though
much
it
mana.
feels like
If
she
Guzu
got
doesn't
screwed
kill
over
that,
by the
hit that
disconnect in the
archmage, she could
rematch.
get one more
She's
water
doing a
elemental
lot of
out.
militia damage here.
So what's he going to do with that arcane tower? Because
Already
she's so
killed
close to
2,
getting
looking to
125
kill
mana,
at
I
least a
reckon.
fourth,
Judging off the
a
look of
third and a
that.
fourth, maybe even a 5th one. Some of those militia even turned back to peasants.
Oh wow, this is a
She's
pretty big
deep
attack.
inside
I mean,
Guzu's
the economy of
He's
Guzu is
at
going to be
70
pretty screwed.
lumber.
Oh no, the
Dendi,
arcane
he has
tower's
no
hitting her.
wood to make a blood mage.
Alright, where's that defend? Let's get a defend
Defense
up.
upgrade is finished.
It's done.
If she
Let's
turns
go.
on defense, she has already
Defend.
dealt with all the militia. Normal damage is gone. It's just piercing.
Defend.
Will she remember to turn on defense
Oh
upgrade?
no, she's really not. Well, she just needs to TP out. She's not going to do it.
Come on, please, Sunglitters, pop with defense.
And she's not building any units whilst this is
Oh,
happening.
she's killing rifles, no mana on power, but he have big mana pot.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Huge damage.
She suddenly
Very
started
big damage.
splashing the
Paladin did
cash
get level
now.
4.
So she's
She
she's
did
got like 3 or 4
macro during
footmen in
this,
each
so
barracks.
Big plus for her. She also has a shop, so she can heal up right now. Regen scroll, clarity potion. There's the regen. Is she gonna use it? There it is. Regen in use.
There it is.
Okay,
Where's
soon
the
she'll
clarity
have 10
though?
footmen
Clarity.
then. If she
Cancel a
remembers
couple of
to
those
turn
footmen
on
and get some
defense,
clarities
10
for
footmen
God's
by
sake.
value beat 6 rifles. There's almost no militia left.
Do you think there is all-in push?
She's
with
kind
militia
of
for
lost
Sunglitters at some point,
that
or
momentum now,
you
I think.
You don't need.
And I'm pretty sure
But
Guzu
I think you
can
might as well. It's not like she needs the lumber,
maintain the control of his mass. Especially
Yeah,
once the
that's
Blood
true.
Mage kicks
She
in.
doesn't. Like, she already have 700.
right? Her militia will only be alive for 7 seconds in Guzu's base.
She
But
kind of
even
could have
after it
taken
turned
this,
to
to be
peasant,
honest, if she
that's
just
still
did
bonus
just a couple of
DPS. Why not?
changes.
And they can soak some damage too.
Yep. Quick
Being
retarget by
specifically
Guzu.
the defend and
Very quick
continuing to
retarget.
build units.
I think Sunglitters realized that she didn't have defend upgrade before. Now she has it. Not every footman.
But the Archmage is being
some of them.
focused here,
No
so
town portal this
no
time.
town
She's
portal.
fully committed.
Yeah.
Right now,
What
Guzu
you would
could
do
just
here is
kick
you
the
put a
town
couple of
bells
footmen
and turn
here,
every
a
peasant to
footman
militia.
block there,
He's
and the
actually
Archmage could sit
focusing
at the
the
bottom left,
Archmage
taking
with
the least
riflemen
amount
right
of
now.
damage it
She
can
can't get
do
out.
under the circumstances,
locked
but
in.
yes,
Oh no!
she ain't gonna do that. Guzu is
Can't
back
get
in
out
the
with her
game.
Archmage. Locked in. Guzu slaughtering that Archmage. So she's laughing. She's laughing maniacally. She's actually just laughing. Archmage goes down. Bloodmage comes in. Guzu power builds a farm. He has no lumber. Kind of a spiritual victory for Sunglitters, don't you think?
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it. I mean, she feels confidence, I think. More and more.
Footman still producing. Archmage is being remade. She's running in
Blood
Footman
Mage
as much
out
as she
now.
can. Killed a couple of rifles. Lost most of her army. Guzu has held level 5 Paladin. Would you
Paladin.
go Devotion or Holy Light?
I would
here?
take Devotion now. Fuck it. Don't need the Holy Light level 3.
Probably Devotion.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, no point to go 3 levels in the Holy Light, right? Because your unit's not getting that low.
Yep.
You don't have big units.
Yep. Like, none of his units even have 600 life. Even the hero level 1. So the extra armor would probably be a plus.
Ay, ay, ay. Big Makrura. Snapper.
Wow, he said that really well.
Yeah,
Makrura.
Doing a little bit of,
It's a hard word to
just
say.
doing a little bit of
Makrura.
creeping.
I can't say it
I don't know if
properly.
she walked on the attack move or clicked into the camp. Maybe she was trying to deny Guzu the perfect farm angle. So she pulled the creeps away, knowing Guzu would come here soon.
Yeah, a lot of like last few days I also like learned a lot of like pulling
Sunglitters
things on
looks a little bit
neutral
panicked, to be
Ah,
honest,
do you
That's
know-
from
pretty
a
cool. When you
webcam.
move him away, when you maybe surround one guy or doing something like this.
Oh, yeah. And how did you discover them? these mechanics?
Foggy helped me on the coaching. He showed me how to pull golems. That broken mechanic with golems.
Yes.
So, for example, on this map, those camps, right?
Yep.
And every map that have golems, you kind of.
Do I think I would beat Tyler and Sodapoppin
cool.
1 versus
You
2?
pull them, they go home, and they won't cast
Probably,
any
yes.
spells.
Yeah, very OP. Some cheat mechanic.
It kind of depends
Yeah,
on just
kinda
how
a
good a
shoot,
start
shoot.
you get off
Kind of an
to.
exploit,
If one
yeah,
of them
doesn't
makes
have
like a
defend
big
upgrade on
mistake
right
at the
now.
start, it can
Flame
give you enough
Strike
time
coming
to
in
sort
on
of build
3
up to
footmen.
easily beat them.
Defend upgrade is on for 1 footman. Just 1. This one right
That's
here will be
funny.
last to die.
One specific footman.
Militia time? Wait, where is the old
Wait,
militia?
where are her militia? She's expanding.
Expo time.
She's expanding right now.
She's almost got
during
enough.
This.
There we
It's
go.
actually really commendable that she has the presence of mind to expand during an attack. She's cold-blooded, man. Give her another couple of weeks, and
I'm
she will
guessing
be
her
number one
chat
favorite
told her
for
to
sure.
do
This is
something like that.
crazy. Expanding on Guzu's location. He'll never find it.
Yeah, I remember like maybe 20 years ago I was watching Moon on Night Elf, like hiding his bases some like in a lot of places. Something
Oh,
like this.
yeah.
My memory is very short on that.
Yeah, Moon
But
definitely
Moon
one of
found everywhere.
the biggest mass expander players in the game. Just basically, he would make an expansion and not defend it. If you find it, you whack them all, but then he'll make more expansions. So you're spending all your time.
GG.
Oh, okay, that's it. GG. Sunglitters calls it.
GG.
1-0 for Guzu. GG, well played. Honestly, very well played by both. It was always going to be an uphill battle for Sunglitters.
She
since
kind of
has,
almost had it
less
at a point.
MMR, less strategy game experience, not counting Hearthstone. But she's been improving a lot. But
At least she had fun.
Good effort.
We're going to get
Afraid
the second
in
game,
RTS.
which
They
is
just
kind of
like
technically
to
the third game
defend,
if you include the disconnect.
and they're afraid to go to the other player. But it's the best way to learn, isn't it?
Yep. Best defense is attack.
Right, Guzu's at the
If she won't
top,
attack,
the
she will
blue
get attack,
human.
and then it's more scary.
I think Sunglitters might have a slight issue though, because she's probably going to try to do the same thing maybe again.
Okay,
And
cool. Here we go.
Guzu should be a bit more
in the
prepared
top
for
left. We have the overlay blue. We have Guzu in the overlay on blue and on the right. Unfortunately, there's no swap button. So it's going to be a little confusing. Guzu on the right, even though he's blue and in the top left of the map. But it is what it is. That's how the overlay is. Gonna update the score.
It
Guzu
be
is
what it
leading
be.
with 1-0.
How is this map called?
Is this
Kind of
overlay from Back to
Hammerfell.
Warcraft or something? I don't even know who made this overlay, because I don't have that when I'm
Nice. I think this is the map where we can,
observing
where
the
you
games.
can also do the golem, right? On those camps.
Yes. Yeah, true. You run in with
See?
the footman.
I'm learning.
Sunglitters
You've been
getting
doing
in
some
early,
study, yeah.
getting all
It's
those
hard to, like,
farms out of the
remember
way.
map names, but you remember the layout, right? Like how you want to creep and stuff.
Yeah, with every day, like there is more and more automatic memory things of maps and names and everything. I still actually don't know all the units, I think, of the game.
That's crazy.
I don't know all the spells. I don't know all the upgrades. I don't even know all the upgrades on human, to be honest.
Okay, let's do some testing. Which 2 upgrades can Mortar Team get?
One is Flare,
Fragmentation,
Yeah.
Flare.
and another one maybe more AOE or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. Not bad.
Okay, good guess.
Yeah, it's good. What about Dragonhawk? Do you know the unit-specific 2 upgrades they can get?
I think I bought it like maybe 2 times or something through entire.
That's a harder one for him to know.
One is today, by the way, and I heard, I tried the. I tested in lobby. Like one is blocking towers, right? Like
Yeah.
buildings, and another spell is like net, but you can hold enemy.
Oh, he does
player
know,
unit
wow.
For 30 seconds or something.
Dendi's
I
gonna
didn't
win.
know that. I didn't know it's 30 seconds. I know what
I'm not
what
sure
it
if
kills.
it's 30.
Yeah. No, you're probably right. I don't know how long it takes. I just know roughly
Yeah,
what it
he's
kills,
actually
right? Like,
he's
will it
actually
kill
really
Frostworm?
good, to be
No.
honest, for
Will it
him to
kill
know
Wyvern?
that.
Yes. Or maybe it leaves Wyvern at like 1 HP.
He's like, even if he
They're-
doesn't
they're kind of
100%
a
know what the
special
ability is,
counter
he's like
unit.
making
I
a
don't
logical
I
assumption
don't
as
think
to
people
what it is.
often just get Dragonhawks just to try and shut down enemy towers. There's usually other ways to play around towers.
Look at Guzu. He went for very scary camp. I don't know, like only 3 militia.
I had a
enough.
paladin player who
like
kept trying to pull that creep camp back into his base and trap it.
You know, Guzu
I
pretty
punished
much
him the
loses
second
militia
time round
every
though.
single game to creeps. And normally, like even back in 2003, everybody knew that you should never lose any units to creeps. It's like just a Warcraft 3 knowledge thing. Like losing your hero to farming in Dota jungle is also not generally preferred, right?
Yep, absolutely. Like it's a mark if you're a new player.
Yeah.
Kind of. For new player, it's probably okay sometimes to do it.
Yeah.
Oh. I
Well,
just
the
saw
footman's
something.
gone.
Not gonna call names.
-1 footman by one of the human players.
Yep.
Won't say who. Sunglitters.
Pretty good camp to farm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of out of the way.
He
You're
plays
slightly less
piano.
likely to
What,
get,
Dendi?
Creepjacked. There's no poison.
Yeah.
Like this crazy Hydra here.
Oh yeah, this guy Hydra is very annoying.
Use the long, slender fingers
the way that they designed the mechanic
to
around
eloquently
poison
play the
creeps,
piano.
it's really annoying.
Micro.
It wants to poison everything, so it's going to keep switching target even if you try to manipulate its AI. And then it also slows units, so this is actually a very dangerous camp to get creepjacked on, because whoever runs first, the Hydra will attack that unit, and then you'll lose a unit to the opponent.
Yeah, pretty annoying one. Oh, Glass of Haze, but it gives good items from what I remember. Some clouds.
Micro in the piano. I mean, in a way,
stuff
yeah.
like
It's
this.
not
really
easy,
nice
is it?
for your
Be a piano
archimage,
player.
usually.
Yeah.
It is
This is where
very
Guzu loses his trademark
precise and
militia.
delicate.
No militia lost to Crips yet.
Oh, Scout. Illusion.
She's on one
Got blocked.
barracks, actually, since she's taken up.
Wait.
What does she
Militia,
normally do, then?
militia. No, peasant. Okay, he's alive.
Yeah, when it turns to peasant, it actually drops aggro, so lucky for him.
Okay, Sunglitters taking 2 green camps, so one of the camps is taken from Guzu, but Guzu is already level 3, which is pretty big.
And let's not forget, Sunglitters showed up to this laboratory, wanted to creep it, saw how big it was, and then changed their mind.
She's got to have the confidence to do it, but
I guess
Guzu sent out some
like
scouts.
new players also to start farming with militia.
She's going with the orange on the right-hand side, which is
took me, I
safer,
don't
but
know,
Guzu's starting to take the good stuff.
7 days to start farming with militia more. Even now,
Actually,
I'm
this isn't
still
too
not
easy
farming
because
with
the rock
militia.
golem, actually, this
Because
one.
you
I was
can
thinking of
farm
Tide Hunters.
without, your army, right? If
Different
you have
map.
good macro.
Yeah, where have you seen this?
I don't know.
But it's
I
true,
think-
yeah.
Yeah, I think Foggy told me, and when I
That
tried,
works somewhat. The water elementals tank, and you take
was-
out the trolls
I
with the
also saw
footman.
it somewhere. Most of humans do it now, I think.
First person that started doing it was TH000. I'm sure there were some other players that did it as well, but he really made an art out of it. He would creep the first camp with militia and archmage and footman, creeps the second camp with just archmage, and then he does the third camp with his archmage, lets his water elemental finish the camp, runs with his whole army to enemy, and then as he's running, he takes 7 peasants, militia farms the 4th camp, and right as he arrives to the enemy base, the orc,
If you're level 3.
get level 3, and then you start spamming
Yep.
Blue Man.
Blue man water elementals.
Ooh, Sunglitters is going for her chicken build, Mass Griffins. I gave her this build early in her training because, well, she was still lacking a lot of core skills, like micro and macro. So I felt it might be best if I give her a unit that has the highest automatic value. Oh, -1 rifle for Guzu. Has like the highest automatic value that when it's left alone,
Oh, Griffin
it will
Avery.
just do things.
Against
The 3
rifles?
that do this the best are like
It'll
Knight,
only work
Griffin,
once she
and
gets enough
rifle.
griffins and
But
can
if
pick
I
them
tell her
off.
mass knights, then she can't counter
from
air,
angles.
and she wasn't advanced enough yet to be able to switch to another unit when she meets a new unit. She didn't even know dryads are magic immune for dozens of games. So I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably best. Oh no, she forgot to. She actually cancelled her farm and her aviary. I don't know how she does this. She finished
Hotkey on the
aviary
units,
80%, then
probably.
takes a
She might have the
peasant
peasants
that stops working.
hotkeyed.
About dryads and magic immune, until few days ago, I didn't know that destroyers are magic immune. And I was buying griffins, and I thought I'm gonna kill them all.
Yep. And it's also not very obvious. So when you try to issue a direct attack command, There's like a small
Shiny
message
Blade
on the screen that
Knights
says
beat
this
Woody's
unit
Pala
cannot be
Rifle in that
harmed
one
by
game.
magic. But to notice that while everything else is going on, not easy, right?
Knights can do a lot of damage to medium armor. And it got nerfed as well, and it still does a lot of damage.
Still a lot to learn, but it's so much fun.
Otherwise it'd be
so much
trash
fun
units.
when you learning, like the learning process, when you get new things every day, is like probably the most fun.
It feels very rewarding when you discover new things. You'll struggle with some strategy, you keep beating your head against the wall, it keeps not working, and then eventually you watch VOD replay or you come up with it yourself, you try something new, it works.
Nope.
You check if it's repeatable, it is.
Nope,
And now
never
your life
practice.
will never be the same. Feels great.
Never study. Never strategize.
Level 4 Archimage.
Just go, just play.
Sunglitters, pretty big levels. Oh, Guzu is setting up the push. He's building the shop. How is Sunglitters gonna react to that?
It's gonna be tough. She's making griffins. She wanted to make knights,
She need time.
but it needs a blacksmith. She just realized it, so she's making it now. Ideally, she would already have some knights on the way.
She's
She
got
knew she'll
time
be
to
facing
get
Pala
ready,
Rifle. She's
but
gonna
the
jump
militia
in
are
and try and
coming in.
defend before getting her major army.
Oh, this looks a little one-sided
scroll
with the
release, that's
roar. So the rifles are doing more damage and they're tankier with the protection scroll. That's not going to be easy to deal
Surround?
with.
What is surround?
Archmage not
close.
quite surrounded. Paladin's next. Archmage is
Second
back
try.
into the
It's almost
surround.
like she wants to get surrounded, but Guzu won't close the gap. He's just shooting though. Archmage,
Aye.
real low.
She's surviving!
This is part of her plan to distract until the griffins are up.
Oh, tower is going down.
Nice blocks, nice kiting, stutter step.
See, she's
and
just buying time.
button
She knows
it
what she's
down.
doing.
First
Okay,
griffins
two
are on the
rifles.
field.
Let's go. Big damage. Get those griffins on those rifles.
Unfortunately, going Griffin into
Okay.
rifle is what we call an anti-counter. It is the correct unit to be countered by rifle, so
Anti-counter.
it went like the wrong way around. She doesn't have a lot of
Interesting.
strategical depth yet about different unit choices. She's doing what she practiced. Into rifles, they have a bad armor and damage type. They get gunned down easily. Guzu goes in for the kill. Paladin, killing a farm out there. How could you? Gavin Rat the Dyer, your army is fighting. Nice militia kills on the rifleman, but the Archmage has gone down.
Power rifle!
53 food versus
What is
22.
worse, Pala Rifle or Tinker? I hear you're kind of a Tinker enjoyer.
What is worse? I think Tinker is worse. Honestly,
I
I
think
think
so
Tinker
too.
is worse.
I think so too.
Yeah. Tinker got changed a lot of times, but the new one, I don't like it so much. I think it's yeah, very annoying to play against hero usually.
Some kind of weird support hero now.
There it is.
Yo,
Okay,
GG.
nice game.
Guzu gets his first victory in the tournament. He's now 1-1 at the 2-2 map score. Map score, as you may know, matters a lot.
And he now gets his confidence back. So
yeah, I read it.
can Guzu go all the way now after defeating
Yeah.
Sunglitters?
If there's a tiebreaker, which could happen, let's say Ahmpy goes 6-0, 3-0, 6-0, and Guzu, Sunglitters, and Geranimo all go 1-2, then map score will matter. For that to happen, Geranimo would have to beat Guzu, and Sunglitters would have to beat Geranimo.
Right.